Hello everyone, my name is Mandilynn. I am the author of the young adult novel Essence and historical fantasy novel I Am Mercy, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most important things when it comes to self-publishing a book, and it's how you get your readers to discover your book. So in real life, for normal books, when someone wants to find a book they want to read, oftentimes they go to a bookstore. So if you see a book with a cool cover, you pick it up, maybe you look at the back or the inside jacket to read the little blurb, and if that seems interesting enough, then maybe you'll read the first page to see how interesting that is. And if that still gets you, then you buy the book and take it home. But as a self-published author, our books are not available in bookstores most of the time. I mean, if they are, it's probably a small local bookstore and they're like under a consignment deal, and sometimes they're signed. So that brings us to ask, how do we get a random person to discover our self-published book? Now, to do that, you have to understand what makes people want to read a book in the first place. Sometimes it's a fancy cover. So as a self-published author, it's your job to make sure your book has an amazing cover. Second thing people look into is recommendations from friends. So that means you've got word of mouth on your side. But to get people to recommend a book, you first have to get them to read a book. That's why self-published authors hand their books off to bloggers and vloggers. That way they can read it, review it, and recommend it, and hopefully love it. Now I've got a scenario for you. You're at a bookstore, you're looking at the covers. They're nice covers, but when you read the blurbs, it's just not that interesting to you. So what's the next thing you turn to? An author that you're already familiar with. So this happened to me recently. I love Lisa Genova, and then when I went to the bookstore, I saw she had a new book published. I didn't know what the book was about. I just knew that I had to buy it because I love her as an author. This can be the same as self-published authors. What I'm trying to say is that you need to write and write and write. That way you have like this whole repertoire of books. Right now I only have 2 books, but I'm writing a 3rd soon. That way, if you win the heart with one book, you might have a gateway to that reader reading the rest of your book. Another thing you can do is that if your book is on Amazon, be sure to put important, relevant tags when you're kind of setting up the whole thing. If someone's shopping for another book, you know how Amazon has that shoppers who also bought this looked at this? That way yours can pop up under that as well. So if they're shopping for another romance title, they might see yours. Your cover might be prettier, so they might click on your book just to see and then read the blurb and be like, ooh, I like this, add to cart. I think people forget that when it comes to self-publishing and getting yourself out there, how important writing and networking is. They kind of work hand in hand. You have to keep writing, and always have material out there, new material, so your followers always have something to look forward to. But you also have to keep on networking. That way, you know, you have new readers constantly coming in and old readers recommending your book to the new readers. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on the subject, and if you have anything else you want to add in, please let me know in the comments down below. As always, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.